Hello, everyone. My note says to tell you to please rise, but you're all standing, so I'll skip that first one. Could you please join Ulysses Solano, the cantor from St. Charles Borromeo Parish, and our choir director, Dr. Michael Kaminsky, in the singing of the national anthem. Thank you, Ulysses. Thank you, Michael. I ask that you remain standing for a moment for the invocation by Brother William Boslett, class of 70, Superior General of the Franciscan Brothers of Brooklyn, and our college trustee.
Loving God and source of all life, we are gathered here this afternoon to celebrate, to congratulate, and to give thanks. We ask you to bless each of us and the many friendships that sustain us. Dear God, please bless the graduates of the class of 2013 in a special way. We thank them for the gifts which they are and have been to St. Francis College. For each of them, for their families and friends, we pray in the words of St. Francis, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look upon you kindly and give you peace. Amen.
Thank you, brother. Please be seated. All except you, Brendan. To begin our commencement ceremony, I'd like to introduce the president of our college, Mr. Brendan J. Dugan, class of 1968.
We're not at Mass anymore, so we can relax a little bit, please. And it's my great pleasure to welcome you all here. We hope you're comfortable. I'd like to, at the outset, thank the parishioners of St. Charles Borromeo Parish and Father Edward Duran for allowing us once again to use this magnificent church as the site of our commencement. I'd also like to thank our leader of song, Ulysses Solano, and Dr. Michael Kaminsky, our own professor, for leading the choir and providing the lovely music that we've had today. It's okay to give these people a hand, by the way. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the faculty, the administration, the Alumni Association, all of us, I'd like to send our biggest congratulations to the class of 2013. And let's hear it for them. Now, I know that the class of 2013 has here many loved ones, parents, grandparents, husbands, wives, children, significant others, etc. So why don't I ask them to give a sign of their appreciation to those who have nurtured and helped them get to this exciting point in their life. So let's hear it. We, of course, wish the class of 2013 the best in all their life's endeavors. It's our hope that we at the college have prepared them well for the challenges of life and what's to come. And we're confident whether the next step in their life is graduate school or a workplace or any other pursuit, that you're well prepared to take on those challenges. But no matter where you go, we want you to take with you the Franciscan values to which we are all dedicated. Values such as faith and love, compassion, hospitality, peace, service, and leadership. It's not just being competent, but it's the way you carry yourself in life that is most important. And I think you have the right foundation to be successful in being true Franciscans as you go forward into the world. This has been mentioned at the Mass before, but no one exemplified the qualities that I'm talking about better than the recently deceased Dr. Frank Macchiarola. His wife Mary is with us today, and I wanted to mention her in a special way and give our thanks to her and her family for the gift of Frank for the last 16 years. Dr. Macchiarola reminded us in the way he lived, not so much by what he said, but the way he lived, that we are called to follow St. Francis through works of service, hospitality, and peace. In his life and in his love for the college, he showed us how simple it is to be good, to reach out to others and offer assistance where it is needed, no matter how large or small. He believed that through acts of hospitality and service, we can make a difference in the world, and we can make a difference in ourselves. I'd like you all to remember Dr. Frank, Dr. Mac's legacy when you go out into the world. It's a long program. I hope you enjoy it. We'll move it along as fast as we can. So I'll simply say once again, congratulations to all of you, and we wish you all the best. You always have a home at St. Francis College, as Joe Henry said. Tim, we are on again.
Thank you, Brendan. It's now my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian. For the first time this year, the valedictorian is a nursing major. So I'd like to congratulate the faculty in the nursing program, and in particular the chair, Dr. Susan Saladino. Our valedictorian is Catherine Greaves. You're going to feel slightly bad about yourselves because it's an incredible list of accomplishments that she did under strained circumstances. She not only achieved the highest grade point average among her fellow students, she did so while being pregnant and working 2 jobs. Yeah, see, I told you. My friends think I make this stuff up about you, but it is remarkable what gets done. Today, her baby girl will be able to watch her mother give the valedictory address and to walk across the stage to receive her Bachelor of Science degree in the college's RN to BS program. Catherine now works at Abbott House in the field of home health care and wants to put her education and experience to work as a critical care nurse. She credits St. Francis nursing professor Marianne Roncoli with providing extra motivation and assistance in her research courses. According to Catherine, St. Francis had a great atmosphere to grow and to learn. She wouldn't change anything about the place. It is my pleasure to introduce Catherine E. Greaves.
Good afternoon. First, let me welcome our families and friends. You may have wondered where all of your money went. Well, hopefully today you can celebrate and feel like it was all worthwhile. I also want to thank you because for 4 years, you have loved, supported, and nurtured us. We would not be graduating today without all that you have done for us. To my own family, I promise the moody behavior over an upcoming exam or bad grade is finally over. You can relax now and enjoy your time at home. I also want to give a special thank you and welcome to my support and motivational team. My mom, dad, boyfriend, daughter, and my cousin Diane. I truly love and appreciate all that you have done for me. I am forever grateful. A special welcome and thank you to our president, President Dugan, our distinguished guests, deans, assistant deans, professors, and staff at St. Francis College. What can I say? I'm sure that we have not always been easy to deal with, but you stood by us, and here we are today. Thank you for your continued guidance and reassurance. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. Can you believe that we are finally graduating today? It feels amazing to be here. We each set a goal and followed it through to its finale. I am sure that it has not always been an easy road, but we did it, and here we are today. I am very proud and honored to be standing here before you. There is an enormous sense of excitement and relief on graduation day. Although this is not the end of the road, we should all celebrate because we have worked so hard to get here. I will tell you a little about myself. I am a second career student. I graduated from Pace University in 2004 with a bachelor's in computer science and worked as a technology consultant for 5 years. However, I always knew in my heart that my passion was to become a registered nurse. In 2009, I chose to pursue nursing full-time, so I applied, was accepted, and attended Long Island College Hospital School of Nursing. 2 years later, in May 2011, after countless hours of studying and no sleep, I graduated with an associate's degree in nursing. Soon after graduation, I took the nursing state licensing exam and passed on the first try. I thought I had made it, and I could finally take a break from school for some time. However, life had other plans. While looking for a job during the summer of 2011, I submitted my resume and attended countless open houses where I received rejection after rejection because I only had an associate's degree in nursing. I started to wonder whether I had made a mistake walking away from a lucrative technology job. I thought maybe pursuing my passion for nursing was stupid. I was at a crossroad. Do I try to go back to my technology job, or do I move forward with nursing? In September 2011, I decided to enroll in the RN to BSN nursing program at St. Francis College. I applied on the first day of classes. Yes, I waited until the very last moment to apply because I was not looking forward to more papers and countless hours of studying, no job, and more student loans. When I started classes, I encountered some friends from my previous nursing school, and we began our quest for further education. Soon after I began classes at St. Francis College, I discovered that I was pregnant with my first child. Although it was a complete shock, I viewed this as a blessing and additional motivation to strive for excellence and graduate as soon as possible. And here I stand before you today, a new mother of a beautiful 7-month-old little girl, the first nursing student to ever be honored with the title of valedictorian, and a registered nurse that just accepted a position at the prestigious Montefiore Hospital. Life couldn't be sweeter. Thank you. Thank you. While I find motivation in my hopes for the future, I value the steps that it took to get here, because it is through these past joys and hardships that I came to be who I am today. I have established and reestablished friendships with some of my fellow classmates. I have met professors that truly provided greater insight into nursing, as well as the world in which we live. I am now looking forward to my future with great anticipation and know that the time has finally come for me to realize my dreams. The reason for telling my story is that as you all enter the workforce, some of you may experience rejection. Let's face it, the economy sucks and companies are not hiring as they were before. However, knowing this should not deter you from your career goals. Instead, it should make you stand tall in your convictions and fight even harder for what you want. Know that you chose your major and career path because it is a passion, and never let anyone tell you that you are not good enough. I am a firm believer that that people have no limitations other than those that we choose to impose upon ourselves. Everyone has the potential to share with the world their unique talents, gifts, and abilities, and we should never allow someone to derail our goals and dreams. Looking back over our college years, there is so much that has helped to define the character of us all. We are accustomed to operating in an environment that sets very high standards. We also have been through the highs and lows of good and bad grades. Also, we know how to work very hard and persevere. We know how to succeed in a tough environment. We have learned to help each other and those less fortunate. We can also honestly present ourselves as people of integrity who will work hard at our jobs and succeed at the tasks we are given. With that being said, today's difficult workforce environment holds no fear for us. Any setbacks will be temporary and overcome. In the future, we can take the tough with the smooth and focus on the end goal, not the obstacles. We can confidently set out on this adventure that we call life and enjoy the ride. We can and we will succeed. I am sure that we will all have fabulous and bright futures ahead of us. Lastly, although I may not know each of you sitting in this audience, we are family. We share a common bond that can never be broken because we are graduating today together from St. Francis College, the small college, big dreams. Therefore, continue to network and keep in contact with your fellow classmates and professors, because each of us are destined for greatness. As the Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States, Ms. Sonia Sotomayor stated, when asked how she accomplished all that she had, she said, I am an ordinary person with extraordinary support. The people in my life supported me. I will leave you with this. Dream as if you'll live forever and live as if you'll die tomorrow. Remember to always have fun, follow your passion, and be true to yourself at all times. Again, congratulations to the class of 2013. May your futures be bright. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. Delivering today's commencement address is Dr. Priscilla Pedersen, Professor of Religious Studies at the college. Professor Pedersen's scholarship focuses on comparative religious ethics and the religions of Asia. She flew home from India yesterday in order to be here, so forgive her if she's just a little tired. Her research interests include global ethics, interreligious dialogue and cooperation, human rights and the relevance of asceticism to ethics, especially environmental ethics. She edited a special issue of Cross Currents, is the co-editor of Earth and Faith, a book of reflection for action, and the author of articles on environmental ethics, interreligious questions, and Buddhism. Dr. Pedersen joined the faculty of St. Francis in 1995 as chair of the Department of Religious Studies, which merged with the Department of Philosophy in 2007. She has been involved in worldwide interfaith movements for 25 years and is currently the co-chair of the Interfaith Center of New York. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. K. Priscilla Pedersen.
Thank you, Tim. President Dugan, trustees of the college, faculty, administration, and staff, students, and graduates of January 2013 with your families and friends, it is a great honor to speak to you today. First and foremost, huge congratulations to the graduating class, to your parents and family members who have supported you in all kinds of ways, and to your friends who have shared your journey to this most glorious moment. Each one of you graduating today has worked hard and persevered for 4 or 5 years or even longer. You have overcome many obstacles, you have kept going through myriad difficulties, and you have risen to the challenge. To graduate from college is a great achievement, and it is not as common as some may think, since even now, and even in the United States, less than half of the population has a college degree. Today is an occasion to take stock of this achievement and consider what it means. Why go to all of the effort and expense to acquire a degree? Virtually all of those who go to college or wish to go are convinced that this will help them to engage the so-called real world, attaining more material security and a wider range of choices. A college degree is seen as the path to advantages and opportunities that without it would be less available. Access to employment, better paying employment, entry to one of the professions, success, and even distinction. All of those things that together for generations have been known by the phrase, a better life. The opportunity for a better life has drawn millions to travel across the world, to take daunting risks, and to make extraordinary sacrifices. In large part, this has been the history of this country, of New York City, and of St. Francis College. But this is not the whole picture, and we need to ask more deeply, what constitutes a better life? And to seek its profounder levels of meaning. Your courses in philosophy have provided you with abundant means to reflect on this ancient question. After meeting basic needs, then what do? How should we live? What is a good life? And what is happiness? Not only philosophers, but more recently psychologists have been asking questions about happiness and life satisfaction. In fact, happiness has become part of the discussion of human development at the United Nations and in international affairs. The country of Bhutan originated the concept of the gross national happiness. And this is now possessed of its own metrics with indicators of different kinds of wellness, including cultural, ethical, and even spiritual development. Psychological research reinforces age-old wisdom that more money and material things do not lead to more happiness. As the Earth Charter, a universal declaration on the environment, says, after basic needs have been met, human development is not about having more, but about being more. This is a central principle in the Franciscan tradition. St. Francis offers us the radical proposition that at least for some, the state of greatest happiness is in not having anything at all. A poverty which is not a state of deprivation, but of simplicity and freedom. Further opening up the question of how a college education can help us to have a better life and to increase our chances of being happy. A liberal education rooted in the Franciscan tradition is committed to the integral development of the whole person, as just described, as essential to happiness. A liberal education also understands that happiness, in large measure, is a skill that can be learned, a knowing how. For example, a person who knows how to listen to music will derive more joy from music than a person who has not learned to do so. And a person who can enjoy many kinds of music has even more chances for enjoyment. The same goes for all the other arts, the visual and plastic arts, drama, film, and literature. As Dr. Francis Green said on this occasion 6 years ago, whatever your career, make space for the arts in your life and keep that space open for them, no matter how strong the temptation to fill in with more career work. We all hope that the training in appreciation of the arts and humanities that is part of the core curriculum of the college has helped to lay the foundation for this dimension of your happiness and a better life. There is also the joy of discovery and the exhilaration of widening horizons. As a teacher, one of my most fulfilling experiences is when students say, "This course opened my eyes." When our eyes are opened, we can see the world and then embrace it. It is said that the truly educated person is the person who knows how much she or he does not know. If we have learned how to learn, we can never run out of things, new things to learn, and we will always have the joy of discovery. And what is equally important is that the skill of how to learn and enthusiasm for discovery means we transcend fear of the unknown. We fear what we do not know. But when we learn, fear can be replaced by real relationship. When we have enthusiasm to go beyond what we know, new opportunities appear in our lives. You, the graduates of today, have shared this process of discovery and embrace of the unknown with fellow students and friends who may come from your own neighborhood or from half a world away. In this graduating class, there are students of different nationalities, cultures, and faith traditions. The college is a microcosm of the city, where people of almost all the countries of the world reside, where 170 languages are spoken, where the United Nations has its headquarters, the great global city called the capital of the world. You have reached across cultural and ethnic boundaries without fear, even without a second thought, in acceptance and friendship. Some of the friendships you have formed here at the college will last for your entire lives. As our late and much beloved Chancellor and former President Frank Macchiarola said, "We are a post-diversity community. We have accepted our diversity, and now we celebrate it." As he would constantly emphasize, This sense of community and love of neighbor is at the heart of the Franciscan tradition. To put it another way, students at St. Francis College hold high among all of their values the virtue of respect. In teaching ethics for many years, I have come to know that students place at the very top of their moral codes respect for themselves and respect for others. You constantly affirm, "I will respect all people and never judge anyone because of race, appearance, wealth, social background, or religion." You are deeply committed to human dignity and respect for the human person, which are the foundation of human rights and of Catholic social teaching. You are also passionate about gender equality, men and women alike. Our community of diversity is an immense achievement in a world where blood is still shed because difference generates fear. And to tie things together, here at St. Francis, we know how to use the arts and our experience of learning together to build our community from strength to strength. Every year at the college, there are newly created and long-standing events, activities, and programs that bring us together in work, reflection, and celebration. I know I speak for all of the faculty and administration in asking you to carry this achievement into the future and out into the wider world. We also hope you will return when you can, as you will always be a part of this community. Hurricane Sandy showed us how members of the college community and New Yorkers of all backgrounds can join together to give help and support to those who need it, no matter who they are. In this way, the hurricane was a sign of hope, but it has also been a reminder of the great changes of the global economy and environment that will take place in your lifetimes. Experts say we have the resources and the know-how to solve the vast and complex problems of the near and distant future. We just need the will and foresight to do it. And we want and need to do it by lessening suffering, injustice, and conflict, and with care for the community of all life, as the Franciscan tradition teaches. The responsibility for all of this will pass to you, today's graduates. We who graduated a long time ago believe you are ready. You have learned how to learn. You are committed to respect. You embrace diversity, and you know how to celebrate. You know the way to happiness and a better life. The future is in your hands, and you can bring us into the better world of the future, a new world of peace. What could be better? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pedersen. Okay, so now you're up. If you want to graduate. It's entirely up to you. President Dugan and Chairman Tully, if you could proceed to the center of the church to present the graduates their degrees, and Mr. Gonzalez, if you can. First up, Associate of Arts, Maisha Joseph. The first Bachelor of Arts, Eric P. Bowden. Andrew J. Burton, cum laude. Alyssa M. Callow. Victoria Corbo. Donovan Cross. And receiving both a Bachelor of Science and a Bachelor of Arts degree, magna cum laude, Richard Clark. Rosanna M. Degliomini. Rashida Devertoy. Lorenzo M. Dozier. Joseph M. Drevis. Sasha S. Ely. Edward P. Fleischer. Elizabeth M. Giacchino. Antonina D. Giampercaro. Jennifer A. Grimm. Samantha L. Galato. That's why none of us wear our hats. Really, it's fine. Paige L. Gutierrez. Brett E. Harkins, cum laude. Aaron M. Hughes. Right? Shirley. Shirley Hui. Jennifer A. Manning. Jeremy J. Monroe, magna cum laude. Christine A. Nieves. Andrew Pedicino. Robert. Michael E. Ruppert. Rosaline Solomon. Schiller. Vincenzo A. Schiller. Danielle A. LeBlanc. Marcella Chambly. Alinka P. Stevenson. Jasmine E. Stroman. Tora E. Watson. Lilan Zhang. And the Bachelor of Science, Maria E. Alcantara, magna cum laude. Alan Borovich. Margaret V. Barillas. Barbara Beauvais. Latoya E. Betton. David D. Boyd. Vladimir Brakunets. Clarice Campbell. John J. Ciatola. Sharon L. Dean. Nelissa A. DeFreitas. Taina P. Delisa. Edwidge D. DeGraves. Danielle Felicetti, cum laude. William Flood. Victoria Flowers, summa cum laude. Catherine E. Greaves, summa cum laude. Augie Guido. Francisco Joseph. Nicholas V. Leonetti. Jordan. Giannis? Jordan Giannis. Thomas Lynch. Daniel J. Manetta. Lavon D. McGregor. Mohammed Mokhtar Benunane. Lindsay N. Nunez. Tressa O. Oliver. Anthony D. Olson, magna cum laude. Pimpinella? Lisa Pimpinella. Peter D. Peroso. Andrew P. Pinn, cum laude. Megan M. Pinn. Jared Rizzo. Mark A. Rizzuto. Evelisa M. Robles. Kenny Sanville. Julianne M. Sarantonio. Melinda J. Scott. Jamal Stevenson. James M. Tang. Salvador Torres. Robert A. Vega, summa cum laude. Elizabeth L. Velada. Stephanie E. Weber. Cindy K. Webster. Princess F. Wright, magna cum laude. Rosemary E. Yetman, magna cum laude. And receiving both a Bachelor of Science and a Master's of Science, Sophia Busla, magna cum laude. The diploma is presented by Kenneth D. Daly, class of 1988, President of National Grid and member of the Board of Trustees. And last, not least, receiving a Master's of Science in Accounting, Anthony A. Giuliano. That's it. I present to you the class of January 2013. So, two quick things, and then we'll recess out. We'll conclude first with our benediction by our retiring Director of Campus Ministry, Brother Thomas Grady. Following the benediction, Mr. Ulysses Solano will lead us in the singing of our alma mater. The words to the alma mater are printed in your program. After the singing of the alma mater, the graduates, the faculty, and the stage party will recess to the back of the church. Once again, congratulations and thank you all for coming today. Brother Thomas.
Our concluding prayer today is taken from the writings of St. Francis as instruction about how the brothers and sisters who are Franciscan, by which I mean all of you, as everyone has said today, should go about the world. Let the brothers and sisters be mild, peaceful, and unassuming, gentle and humble, speaking honestly to all in accord with their vocation. Wherever they are, or wherever they go throughout the world, they should not be quarrelsome, contentious, or judgmental toward others. Rather, it should be obvious that they are joyful, good-humored, and happy in the Lord as they ought to be. And in greeting others, let them say, God give you peace. Amen. Thank you, brother. My pleasure.